You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Tuesday, the 24th of December, 2024. It is 3 days after the winter solstice. It is 87 days before the spring equinox. Today is Christmas Eve. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 4th day of Nivose, the day of soufre, of sulfur. The sun rises today at 7:18 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 11:55 a.m. The sun sets today at 4:33 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 5:04 p.m. Nautical twilight ends at 5:39 p.m. The duration of daylight today is 11 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waning crescent phase and is 34% full at midday. The new moon will arrive on Monday, the 30th of December. These are the predicted tides today for Horns Hook. In the early morning, high tide, 4:40 a.m., 1 meter 19. In the late morning, low tide, 11:01 a.m., 18 centimeters. In the early evening, high tide, 5:01 p.m., 99 centimeters. At night, low tide, 11:08 p.m., 12 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, how are the rats faring in New York City right now? According to data gathered through 311 calls to the city, rat sightings are down 13% from last year. On the other hand, the recent rat census put their numbers above 3 million citywide, up from 2 million in 2010. Commemorations. On this day in the year 759, the Tang Dynasty poet Du Fu departed for Chengdu. When he arrived, he built himself a thatched hut near the Flower Rinsing Creek. He would live there for 4 years. This was Du Fu's most prolific period, and he wrote 240 poems, including one entitled, "My Thatched Hut Was Torn Apart by Autumn Gales." On this day in 1818, Silent Night was performed for the first time at the Nikolauskirche in Oberndorf, Austria. It was composed by Franz Xavier Gruber. On this day in 1826, at West Point, the Eggnog Riot began. Although cadets at the United States Military Academy were forbidden from drinking alcohol, a large group held a raucous, boozy party that lasted through the night, resulting in serious damage to the buildings and grounds. Court-martials ensued. On a solemn note, on this day in 1865, the Ku Klux Klan was first organized by Jonathan Shank and Barry Ownby, a sobering anniversary on Christmas Eve. And on a jollier note, happy birthday to Ricky Martin, born this day in 1971. And that is the Observatory, Tuesday the 24th of December, 2024.